Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Royal Sussex Live. Welcome, one and all. Okay, there are that is the slides are coming up. That's it. Slides are coming up. Oh my goodness. All right. And of course, I have a million and one windows open. Okay, let me close some of those up. Before we have trouble, let's see. Also, tonight, they're going to update the iOS. So hopefully, the computer will be working better tomorrow. It's time for an update. Okay, I think we're good. Yes, we are good. Okay. So there's that. Recycled thumbnail. Ispi, thank you so much for being first. And hello to everyone. Hi, Caroline, Rohini, Sussex Team Warrior, Mary Rose, and Diane Hawkins, Lydia Washington, Ania, Beyonce's Revenge. I hope so. Carmen's Place, Vicky Chavez, Mary H, Cami Bluetooth, and Judy Matassit, Auntie Jane, and a host of friends and others. Heather Stroud is here. Hi. Oh my goodness. I hope everyone is safe. All right, let's get on with it. So today is World Cancer Day. Well, yeah, for some of you guys, it's already today. And in just an hour or less, for the rest of us, like for me, in about 6 minutes, it starts. World Cancer Day, an opportunity to reflect on cancer. It has been such a huge part of society. Some people say that because we're living longer, that there's more cancer. That's one sign that we, as people, we're living longer. But then again, there's also the environment that we live in. Every day we are exposed to things that could cause problems later on. And then, of course, some things are genetic predisposition, so many things you could think about. So World Cancer Day is an international day marked on February 4th to raise awareness of cancer and to encourage its prevention, detection, and treatment. So according to the World Health Organization, that organization that the United States no longer belongs to, I won't get into the politics, but we have been once again removed from the World Health Organization. Okay. Today marks 25 years since the signing of the Charter of Paris Against Cancer at the World Summit Against Cancer for the New Millennium. On this day, the World Cancer Day themed United by Unique, which is a reminder of the collective commitment against cancer. World Health Organization acknowledges every patient's unique experience and the value of people centered care delivered jointly by healthcare providers, families, friends, and community. Okay, so 25 years now, there's been the Cancer Awareness Day. All right. So again, the 4th of February, World Cancer Day. And I can't imagine there's anyone who is, or should I say, has not been affected. I'm sorry, Beverly Jackson, but this one is called World Cancer Day from the World Health Organization. Just about anybody can declare something is to be this day or that day. Just like, for instance, you all might recall that in October, that's when, what is it, in the United Kingdom, October is when they have their Black History Month. And for us, Black History Month is February. So it can vary by country to country. And then there's also the international observances. So it just depends. But all I can say is Google it. Okay. And again, it is Black History Month. So it is a great time to think about the contribution that African Americans have made um, here in the United States, from everything from science to, of course, the unfortunate transatlantic slave trade that is one of the reasons why we credit African Americans with building things like the White House and the United States Capitol building. And of course, so many other things that Black people rarely get credit for, but there's unfortunately a lot of Black history that is no longer taught in school. Just like I learned yesterday that the term Hoosier, the Hoosier state, I believe there was a reverend or pastor or preacher named Hoosier, oh gosh, Hoosier. And most people in Indiana probably have no clue that the nickname that they have given their state comes from a Black man. Or how about the Black man who was the first non native residents of what we now call Chicago? Huh? What about that guy? So there's so many contributions that Black people have made. And in this current political climate, they're going to do everything that they can to try to eliminate that, to sow seeds of doubt. Well, I'm here to tell you that ain't going to happen. Yeah, Hoosier was a Black man. Thank you, Marshar. Yeah, he was a Black man. But again, so much of our history has been suppressed. And of course, the one of those red states took over. Well, it's not just a state, but there's a company in that state that has taken over the manufacture and distribution of textbooks that are used in school. And one of them referred to slavery in a way that sounded like it was an outdoor barbecue. It's very scary stuff. You don't have to burn books anymore. You just suppress them and then rewrite them. Okay, so Prince Harry has saved lives through the Invictus Games. Is that coming from the Telegraph? Holy moly. Yes, it is. Team UK captain, the 64 strong squad wouldn't be here now without the Duke of Sussex. Do tell, do tell. Um, we know this, and they should know it too. But again, you know what they say, the victor writes the history. And so, again, any way that certain individuals can, they will try to find a way to eliminate parts that make them uncomfortable, or just not even acknowledge certain individuals if they believe that they can change the narrative. I hate the thought of that. I really do. But that is the world we live in. So we have to go back to the old oral history. That is how a lot of Black history has been sustained over the years, is because of the oral tradition, which of course was brought from the motherland. So it says, oh, let's go here. It says here, the Duke of Sussex has saved lives through the Invictus Games. The captain of the Team UK said Stephen Hopper, or is it Hooper? Hopper, 40, said Prince Harry's passion and personal involvement in the event he founded 10 years ago had also helped to improve public perception of mental health challenges. The 64-strong British squad, which will compete in the first Winter Invictus Games in Canada in February, was named by the Royal British Legion and Ministry of Defense on Wednesday. Mr. Hopper, a father of three from Plymouth, said members were in high spirits and incredibly proud to have made the team. He told the Telegraph that they were keenly waiting to find out if Birmingham would win its bid to host the games in 2027, saying that to bring it home again would mean the world, not least as their families and friends could watch them compete. Of the Duke, he said, we wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for him being there creating this environment for us. And I can honestly say it's probably saved lives. It's better lives. It saved lives to have him there, to at least say a thank you. It means an absolute huge amount. He doesn't sit in the shadows. He fully injects himself. He wants to be a part of it. I think that's fantastic. Determination and resilience. The Duke congratulated the newly selected members of the team, saying that the 2025 Invictus Games would present an incredible opportunity for them to demonstrate their skills in new challenges such as alpine skiing, snowboarding, and skeleton, which of course that's that thing where Harry went, sliding down the ice. So anyway, there's a great article about that in the Telegraph. So that comes from the Telegraph. I am surprised. Connie Bomber! Connie Bomber! Hey, Connie Bomber. Oh, thank you so much for that, Carmen's Place. Sounds interesting. Okay. And continuing. Thanks again to my nephew for creating this amazing graphic. Yeah, this AI generated something or other. You know what? I just realized that the lion has 3 paws, right? 3 front paws. Did you guys notice that? I just noticed that the lion has 5 legs. Wow, how did I miss that? How did I miss that? At least I think it is. Maybe not. I guess that's probably part of the shield or whatever, but well, is it 5 legs or a third leg? I'm not sure what to call it. but interesting. Stand by your ma'am. Give her a show to cling to. And make sure you pay her what you can. Baby, stand by your ma'am. Yes, stand by your ma'am. This blaring article that came out today is in reference to the Duchess of Sussex and the fact that, well, the Netflix intends to stand behind their connection to the Sussexes. Now, according to this exclusive from you know where, Netflix vows to stand by Meghan and Harry. Bosses insist they are excited at future projects, including romance film and cookery show, despite rumors that the deal could be axed. Well, I don't like to bother with that because it's just that it's a rumor. All I got to say is we really don't know how much they were paid. We really don't know what the particulars of the contract is. There's just so much we don't know. But Ted Sarandos had already mentioned that they did not make television or create content for critics. They created content for people who watch television. And he also went on to say, whether you love them or you hate them, you watch anyway, as evident by the, what was it, 47 million people that watched the trailer, right? 47 million people watched that trailer. Netflix bosses vowed to stand behind the Sussexes despite disappointing ratings and dire reviews of Prince Harry's polo documentary. Well, I watched it, I enjoyed it, and most people who actually watched it enjoyed it. So I don't know if this is based on the fact that there have been tens of thousands of comments from people who didn't even watch it. And they tried to go in there and affect the ratings. That's one of the tactics that they use. They love to go and try to affect the ratings, even though we all know they haven't watched it. So, um, yeah, the polo, I wish it would have been seen by more people, but I think it was very well made. And, well, anyway, I'm not sorry I watched it. So, they're going to stand behind the Sussexes, and that's all to it. And really, the article mostly talks about polo, using that to try to, shall we say, derail the momentum of Meghan's lifestyle show. That is the whole point of it. But I like the headlines standing behind the Sussexes. Um, That's what really matters, not the fact that they because what most people are not going to read this. You know that. Most people are not going to read the article. They're going to see stand by your ma'am, and once they realize it has reference to the Netflix, pretty much they're done. So I don't know. That's just the way it is. They're going to stand behind them. They have a contract with them, and of course, the movie Meet Me at the Lake is coming out at some point, so that's still in development. The point is, nobody knows. Oh, what happened? Last night, my stepson called to say she died in her sleep. I talked to her 2 days ago and was going to visit her in Sweden. Honey Bomber, I'm so sorry to hear that. I am so sorry to hear that. That kind of reminds me of my aunt. My aunt just, my aunt had things on her schedule, and then I got a phone call. I'd only talked to her a couple of days before that. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. Yeah. And I remember I had told my aunt, I said, she said, "Oh, I got some pot stickers for you." I said, "Well, hang on to them because my freezer is stuffed." And I was going to invite her to, come to breakfast because I would make breakfast for my aunt. And then, we'd sit and have coffee and gossip about the family and everything. And then I got the phone call. So, wow, that really brings back that emotion to me very fast. But again, condolences to you and your family. Thank you for sharing that with us. Let me see. And they will all watch each episode more than once. You got that right. They're gonna they're gonna watch Megan's show again and again. And that's okay because we're gonna watch it too. We are going to watch it as well again and again. It is going to be the backdrop of my every day. And I'm going to play it over and over again. Hi, Cookies and Cream. Thank you so much for joining us. Countdown to the Invictus Games. CTV is going to, I'm sorry, they are having their countdown. If you don't know it, that is a very popular morning show in Canada. And well, anyway, I do believe there is a lot, and I do mean a lot of, what do you call it? A lot of hoopla, a lot of celebration, a lot of anticipation for the Invictus Games. So, and it's going to be a great a chance to showcase winter sports in Canada because a lot of, well, we have a lot of mountains. What is it? The Great Rocky Mountains. They extend from Canada all the way down south through the United States. And does it go to Mexico? So there's a lot of opportunities for people in the United States, even California, to go skiing and such. But I think this is going to be great for Canada because it's really going to showcase the winter sports available and to give people a reminder that they don't have to necessarily go and travel across the Atlantic to enjoy skiing and holidays and such. Um, you know, a lot of people who can't afford to do that stuff will, but there's a lot of opportunities to do that in the United States and Canada. All right. And I love this picture right here. Protective, good King Harry. Thank you to the squatty who put this together. But yeah, love that. That really captures the spirit of father and son. And I love the lighting where it creates that big ginger mane for the lion. So very cool. The Prince and Princess of Wales, they posted this on their Twitter account today. A photograph from Louis. Don't forget to nurture all that which lies beyond the disease. Right? So, this, of course, is in reference to World Cancer Day. They posted it a day early, but that's okay. The photograph apparently is from Prince Louis. Prince Louis. How interesting, because we all know that Prince Louis has a cousin Matter of fact, I'm sure they know that Prince Louis has a cousin who is known to have a great deal of affection for cameras. And I don't know if they sense that that might be something to look forward to in the future. I don't know. You know, they're so shady over there. You never know what they're up to. But what a very strange photo. When you look at that photo, what does it remind you of? What is the first thing that comes to mind when you look at that photo? Please tell me because I have some ideas myself. Anybody? It is very creepy. Lex says, I believe the palace tried to derail Harry and Meghan with trade of couple for palace deals. I am glad Netflix rebuffed them. It is why the palace said they aren't involved with Harry and Meghan's deals. Netflix and Harry and Meghan know. Thank you very much, Lex, for that comment. Ha! Ha! Yes! Yes, somebody is on the same track with me. Uh-huh. That's the same thing I was thinking. It is very creepy, and it reminds me of that movie. Thank you, Carmen. That's exactly what it reminds me of. I was just like, oh my God, what are they doing? What kind of sorcery is this? Say cheese, mummy. Say cheese. What the heck is going on? Why is this girl always out in the forest? Like some type of uh, character from Lord of the Rings or what's the other one? Um, uh, she really is some type of creature from Narnia. Yeah, I'm just like, this is getting to be kind of weird, but it does remind me of Blair Witch. And if you take a look here, even the Mirror has a front page. Kate gets back to nature. She spent a lot of time out there. Is she on some kind of scout mission to help her Uncle Gary protect his farm? Oops, did I say that out loud? Huh? Is it because of that farm that they discovered near Buckleberry? Is that why she's always out there? Power pose that says Kate's back. New portrait taken by Prince Louis shows royals' resilience and sense of victory. Body language expert claims and gives a more personal glimpse of the princess as a loving mother. Wow, you see all that? Because all I see is some kind of weirdo standing out there on top of a fallen tree. I'm amazed that they got all of that because to me, it seems like it seems like some type of pagan ritualistic act of ceremony or something. Yeah, I feel like I just stumbled onto some pagan witch ritual, but if they want to call it all that other stuff, fine. Yeah, it screams Blair Witch Project. So get this. He has talent for it. Royal fans left in awe of 6-year-old Prince Louis's amazing photography skills as he takes a stunning photo of his mother. Well, I have to tell you, when I saw it, I was completely stunned. I was stunned because I wasn't sure what I was looking at. Kate Middleton's forest bathing technique could help beat cancer, says expert. Now, see, that's kind of dangerous. That is kind of dangerous because this is going to encourage people and to go out and about and walk through the forest. I don't think that's a good idea. Oh, what is that? I was at the grocery store today, and what else? And AI and all. Okay. Try one more time, because maybe I'm missing something. Yes, yes. There we go again. The Renaissance Kate Middleton pose. Okay, well, you know what? You just said it. Maybe that is some appeal. Maybe she's sending a message to Elon Musk. I just think it's rather dangerous to try to encourage people going through cancer treatment to go stepping out into the damp, wooded forest areas. I'm not sure that that's a good idea. And of course, I can't leave well enough alone, don't you? You know I cannot leave well enough alone. So, as I said, there's Kate channeling the Blair Witch Project. What's that? Lazy. Everyone is a photographer. Who's editing? Thank you very much, Legs. That is a good question. Who's editing these photos? Very strange. A scarecrow in a cornfield. It does kind of give you the children of the corn. So I actually found that poster for the Blair Witch Project, and I noticed that the character on the poster bears a striking resemblance to Kate Middleton. Did you notice that? Doesn't that look just like Kate with that janky looking eye? And you can't see it, but you just know the mouth is askew. Looks just like Kate. Yeah, looks just like her. As a matter of fact, close your eyes for 3 seconds and then open them on three, okay? One, two, three. See what I mean? And then when you do it again, it's going to look just like Kate. On the count of three. One, two, three. See? See what I mean? She could have easily have been the person that they used as a model for that very haunting movie poster. It says in October of 1994, three student filmmakers disappeared in the woods near, what is it, Bucketsville, Maryland? I'm sorry. It says Buckleberry, Berkshire. Ain't that where the Cambridges, the Middletons, isn't that where their house is? While shooting a documentary a year later, their footage was found. Ooh. I wonder if they were running around Buckleberry putting up them posters alerting people that Kate's mama owed money and has never paid it back. Huh? Is that why they disappeared? Because they were going through the forest, putting up those posters, reminding people that the Middletons are not paying their debts. And so for that reason, they disappeared. That is how that movie happened. I knew it. I knew it had something to do with those Middletons. And I'm sure Uncle Gary's um, baking soda business is another reason why they disappeared. They disappeared because they owe Uncle Gary some money. Yep. That's why they disappeared, because they're in debt to Uncle Gary. Yes, yes, yes. I knew it. I knew we would get to the bottom of this. But you know what's very interesting? I kind of feel like I've seen that pose before, and I'll tell you where. Do you remember? Wait, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Let me find it, because I thought that Charles and William were actually in that photo with her. Let me see if I can find that photo. I thought Charles and William was in that photo with her. Uh-huh. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Take a look at this. See it? There it is. Charles, Kate, and William. And that must have been early in her alleged disease, because as you can see, they're trying to help hold her up. You see how they have to try to help her stand up? Yeah. Okay. I get it now. I get it now. They are actually trying to hold her up. Poor thing is wasting away, isn't she? A matter of fact, I never seen her look so good. Looked like she put a little weight on. Almost looked like she put a little weight on, if I didn't know better. Okay. Now it makes sense to me. So there you go. The Kate Witch Project. Yes, the Kate Witch Project. Three students were wandering through the woods of Buckleberry near Berkshire, in Berkshire near Buckleberry, the official residence of Carol and Mike Middleton. And they were going around putting up flyers reminding people that the Middletons owe them money. And well, they disappeared. And a year later, their footage was found. And in the footage, there was a very disturbing image. That one right there. So, okay, you guys, I have solved the mystery. Now I know why that strange photo exists, because of the Kate, the Kate Witch Project. See, all you have to do is have an open mind, and everything will be very clear to you. And again, there must be something out there, because Kate keeps wandering through the forest. Is she out helping Uncle Gary with his farm, or why is she always going back to nature? Is she not allowed in the house? Is she stalking William at his house, allegedly, because she's not allowed at William's house? Is this just images of her being a stalker? Or then somehow she lures him out of the house? Yeah, definitely children of the corn. Wait, look, the children of the corn has grown up. These are some very demonic looking images. I'm sorry, but they look so creepy. Why is it everything that they do looks a little creepy? Yeah, there's something up with that chick. I don't know what it is, but there's something that is not right. It's not kosher. And then here she is out in the woods with William. There they are out there in nature, and poor Kate is trying her best to use her mouth to form words. And of course, William is there to help her with the really big words. But yeah, poor Kate with her mouth all askew trying to form the words. Who knows? It's anybody's guess what she's trying to say. But for whatever reason, whatever she says, it always sounds the same. It always seems to be the same word salad over and over again.
Well, obviously, it'd be. I would love to have met her, and she's obviously she's an inspirational woman to look up to. Obviously, on to this day, and going forward and things. To this day, and going forward and things. To this day, and going forward and things. It is. It's a wonderful family. The members who I've met have achieved to this day, and going forward and things. It is. It's a wonderful family. The members who I've met have achieved a lot, and very inspirational. So to this day, and going forward and things. It is. It's a wonderful family. The members who I've met have achieved a lot, and very to this day, and going forward and things. It is. It's a wonderful family. The members who I've met have achieved a lot to this day, and going forward and things. It is. It's a wonderful family. The members who I've met have achieved a lot, and very inspirational. So to this day, and going forward and things. It is. It's a wonderful family. The members who I've met have achieved a lot, and very inspirational. So yeah, I do.
Okay, I knew we'd get there sooner or later. The important thing is that we got there. In the end, we got there. Going this day and forward. And, that's all that elocution lessons. She's taken several elocution lessons. And as a result of those lessons, going forward and that and this and that.
Obviously, on to this day, and going forward and things. It is. It's a wonderful family.
Yeah, going forward and this and that. And then of course, by nightfall, Kate tries to blend in to these surroundings. So I guess this really does explain that rumor. It has been rumored that Will and Kate do not live in the same house and that William may have the kids with him. And if that alleged story is true, then there's poor Kate out there like Rambo, stalking the woods, hoping to get in or get a glimpse or whatever. Who knows? I know St. Andrews should lose their charter or whatever they have. And check it out. There's a new sheriff in town. Kate's Rock, inside the life of the other royal matriarch as Carol Middleton celebrates turning 70. Isn't that something? There's Carol Middleton posed just like Kate, and there was Kate posed just like what's her name? Camilla Godzilla. Yeah. Yep, ain't that something? Lisette Zog said, to this day going forward and things. Thank you very much, Lisette, for that very thoughtful super chat. And I just want you to know going this day and forward. And Thank you. I do. I do. So yeah, for whatever reason, I don't know what it is about these women in or close to the adjacent to the Windsor family that they feel this need that they had to pose like John Wayne. But it's something that they all, I guess that's a rite of passage. When you reach a certain age, you start standing there like John Wayne. Well, look here, Pilgrim. Well, let me tell you something, Pilgrim. Yeah, that's what they do. They kind of stand around like John Wayne. Um, oh, you know what? I almost forgot about that. Hold on a second. Hold on. Oh, you got to see this. You got to see it. Wow. Who knew? Who knew? Maybe, you know how they always say that so and so is giving a nod to so and so, and this person is trying to be like so and so. Well, get this one. Maybe, just maybe, there was a particular John Wayne fan that nobody realized. Huh, that's who started it. Uh-huh. So it was actually Queen Elizabeth who started with those John Wayne poses. Now it all makes sense. Look at Queen Elizabeth leaning like a little gangster. Gangster Gan Gan, taking the lean. Taking the lean in her gangster sheen. That's Gangsta Gan Gan. I'm just going to say I liked it better when I saw John Wayne do it. Yep, the notorious Gangsta Gan Gan. Well, just so we all know, it's only there's only one John Wayne. Yeah, there's only one John Wayne with that very famous Rio Bravo pose. Strange that those women in the royal family fancy themselves American cowboys, isn't it? They fancy themselves American cowboys. They are appropriating the cowboys of the West. That's what they're doing. Okay, check it out. Now listen here, Pilgrim. uh, I do the worst John Wayne impersonations. I do the worst. So anyway, we know where they got it from. There's no denying it. We know where they got it from. Now, Meghan Markle's mom has become a rock for Prince Harry and has even earned a comparison to Queen Elizabeth. Well, I don't think I'm comfortable with that comparison, but I will say this much. We all know that it is true that Doria is the rock of the Sussex family. And that's a reference that I've even made in the past. And I recall a long time ago, I said, Doria is the rock of the Sussex family. And what happened? 2 days later, there it was in one of the tabloids because they do listen to us. Yeah, you're right about that, Sussex Teen Warrior. As a former social worker turned 68, Doria Ragland confidence has have said that wait a minute, confidants have said that she means more to the Duke of Sussex than ever before. And she should, because she is fantastic. And of course, um, the closeness of mother and daughter is legendary. Absolutely adore that for them, is that they're so close, right? And with grace, dignity, and pride, thank you, Doria, for passing the torch to your amazing daughter. Love that photo of the two of them. I wonder why you don't see photos of Kate and her mother anymore. That is so strange that there are never any photos of Kate Middleton and her mother. Very strange. I wonder if someone gets angry if they are photographed together. You wonder? And of course, Meghan's nickname, her pet name from her mother, her adoring nickname, Flower. She calls her Flower. Why? What did I miss? Does that mean I missed something? Oh yeah, you I see you're having some fun over there. Okay. So, exclusive Meghan Markle's behind the scene help made the biggest difference for Altadena girls fire relief. Well, no need to go into that. We all know that this charity was doing okay, but once Meghan made an appearance, oh, they had to. I think it was just the next day, the girl had to go on television and say, you know what, thank you, but please do not bring any more stuff to the shelter because we are overflowing. And why? Because of Megan's star power, because of her appeal, because of that certain touch that Megan has. Now, let's get to this spot of bother, shall we? In the Telegraph, it says the Princess of Wales refuses to be a fashion influencer. That won't stop royal fans loving her style. The princess wants us to focus on her work. I just choked on those words. Not her wardrobe. Well, you know what? If I was her, I would hope people are not looking at what I'm wearing too, because it is pretty awful. But her devotees will always be fascinated by her outfit choices. Believe me, I have been fascinated by her outfit choices. Sometimes I wonder, what the hell is she doing? What the hell is she wearing? Why the hell does she have that on? I'm always fascinated. And I'm sure if I feel that way, other people feel that way too. Other people like, oh, let me see here. Oh, I know who. Other people like Tessa Dunlap. Tessa Dunlap has also been fascinated by Kate's choice of clothing.
Meghan in a Valentino white. Compare, I hate to do this, but compare Meghan in a Valentino white, absolutely wowing the crowds, and dear Kate in that very staid 1940s Amelia Wickstead coat.
Oh, you were really winding me up now, yeah.
Well, I knew that would upset you, Richard, because I know you're more of a Middleton kind of girl and you like the sort of twin set and pearls 50s look. But all I'm saying is, who's speaking to the future generations, the younger generations? It's Meghan.
Now, you all know I absolutely love the Duchess of Sussex. And even I, from time to time, are just like, okay, I didn't see that coming. Meghan can wear just the simplest outfit and suddenly is trending for days. For days. It is like all of a sudden something has happened in the fashion world and they cannot get the stuff out fast enough. And that is just so typical of anything that Meghan wears. Not so much the rest of the family, but Meghan exclusively. An excitement that has not been seen since Princess Diana. And you all remember this. Meghan Markle wanted her fashion contacts. Can't believe what I see. Absolutely ridiculous. That was Kate back in 2023 at the Commonwealth Day. And she has good reason to go in there disguised as home furnishing. A very good reason for that. Oh, what about this one? Meghan wants my fashion contacts. First of all, look at those shoes that she has on. Has she been to the Netherlands recently? I thought wooden shoes had kind of gone out of fashion, but there's Kate. Looks like she's wearing some wooden shoes. And then there on the right, I'm still trying to understand why she thinks she is causing it by wearing this rather bizarre jacket, this coat, this what is that? Because if I'm correct, you kind of need to have something back there if you want to draw attention to it for the right reasons. Otherwise, people will be wondering, why are you showcasing nothing, right? What is the point of that jacket? It's unknown. I still don't get it. I still don't get it. Now, has the Meghan effect influenced Kate to stop sharing her outfit details? Princess may be distancing herself from sister-in-law's strategy of monetizing her style by wearing clothes from brands she's invested in. Oh, come on. Come on. Meghan has only recently began to invest in certain companies. She's only been invested in what, 2 or 3 brands, wearable brands, a purse company, and I'm trying to think what the others could be. But otherwise, I don't believe Meghan is invested in Carolina Herrera, but yet she loves to wear Carolina Herrera. I do not believe that Meghan is invested in Givenchy or what's one of her other favorites. I just don't think so. The hat company. I can only name that one company I know for certain, and that is the straw purse. So what is this companies that she's invested in? That seems made up. If you guys can think of some, let me know, but I only know of that purse company. I mean, she's not wearing Clever Blend. I mean, things have not gotten that tight where she's walking around dressed as Clever Blends. What are they trying to say here? I believe that this is all part of a long-term strategy. They want to try to make it seem like Kate is all about business and they want to make Meghan appear as though she's superficial and frivolous. So these are some photos that they selected to go with the article. And I'm trying to figure out, what is it that Meghan is supposed to be invested in that she's wearing right there? I can't think of any. Now, one of the squatties who I was not sure about sharing the squatty, so I didn't put their name. Someone tell the Telegraph that she was never a fashion influence, ever. And I agree. That should be made very clear that Kate Middleton was never, ever a fashion influencer. The Meghan effect, clothes sell out. Kate effect, entire brand collapses. And thank you for the squatty who shared that. That's the Meghan effect. How the Meghan effect turns these 8 brands into sellout sensations overnight. From 4,000 strong waiting lists to 20,000 in sales within an hour, nothing quite prepares fashion designers for the Duchess's influence. And compare that to Kate Middleton. Kate Middleton, go-to luxury label, The Vampire's Wife is closing down. That's right. They are shutting. Shutters. Yeah, they are shuttering the facility, and they're shutting down because of a lack of interest. That is the Kate Middleton effect. Pretty much none at all. If anything, it causes people to run away from the clothes. Take a look at these old articles. Why drab Kate's no match for stylish dye? This is 2015 now, by Margaret Atwood. Canadian author dismisses Duchess as uneventful dresser who is told what to wear by advisors. Interesting, because by the time Kate and William married, she was a full-grown adult, fully formed woman. Well, at least physically. And even if there was a matter of somebody trying to tell you what to wear, you would have some kind of influence, right? You should know what looks good on you, but nope, not Kitty. And how about this? Kate Middleton's drab choice of clothes in India was embarrassing. And that is from Janet Street Porter. Yeah, that's what it is. Janet Street Porter. That was back in April of 2016, pre-Meghan. Kate Middleton's drab choice of clothes in India was embarrassing. The British fashion industry inspires the rest of the world. Why has Kate decided to dress so plainly on the royal trip? Because she is a simple soul and incapable of inspiring others. That's it. She's a very simple soul. And then how about this article from 2016? Duchess of Drab is the mystery of the cosmos. How does a beautiful woman make designer outfits look so frumpy? Because she's a frump. She's a frump. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. She's just a mite frumpy. That's it. No other explanations. Now, take a look at this. This is not the first time the naked dress has been done, but there is I'm sorry, but here is why Bianca Consori did it all wrong. And I was looking at those four images in the middle, and I was like, wait a minute. What about Kate Middleton? How come they omitted her from the article? Where is Kate Middleton? She ought to be part of it. Since they always like to make these loose connections based on nothing in particular, but a disdain for all things Harry and Meghan. Well, as I have a disdain for all things Will and Kate, how come you didn't include her? You're always trying to link her to everything and everybody. Why not link her to the dress gate? Huh? Why not link her to the dress gate? I'm just asking for a friend. Yeah, I'm just asking for a friend. This was in the Daily Mail today. Why not include Kate Middleton? Or better yet, why don't they go and have a AI version of the see-through dress and include the Queen Consort? I'm sure she would turn a few heads and stomachs all at the same time. She could turn a few heads and turn a few stomachs all in the same breath. Hello. Hello, Senior Royal here. Do you like my see-through frock? Huh? Do you like my see-through frock? Fancy a stroll while I wear my see-through frock. Hello. Senior Royal here. I still got it. By the way, Commonwealth Day protest, if you guys are in the greater London area on the 10th of March, just remember there is a Commonwealth Day protest right there at the Westminster Abbey. And of course, you might even get lucky and run into this gang of people. If you recall, they managed to make their way into Buckingham Palace, where they removed their jackets and opened up their jumpers to expose the t-shirts that they were wearing that says no to me king, no to me king, no to me king. Now, the reason why this is messed up is because T, for some perverted reason, is trying to get acquainted with M. I don't know what it is with M that makes him want to get so close, but there's just something about M. And then, unfortunately, K is a bit obese. So even if K tried to step away, she'd still be too close to Y. And K is a little bit too wide so that, ING could fit into the photo. So the only way to get ING into the photo was for K to, just take a very small step back over to her right. And so that's why it looks weird like that. Wearing t-shirts that spell "Not My King," a group of anti-monarchy campaigners have staged what organizers are calling the first ever protest inside of Buckingham Palace. Breaking news. Republic activists have staged first ever protests inside of Buckingham Palace. And if you're lucky, perhaps yellow t-shirt guy will be there. We're going to protest the Commonwealth Day. Are you? Well, only if you promise to take your shirt off. Only if you promise that you'll take that shirt off. Yes, of course. Remember this from the opening of Parliament when Charles and Godzilla were trying to make their way to Parliament. And, well, they got an eyeful, didn't they? It was so perfect that "Not My King" sign is fit perfectly into the window frame of the carriage. I love it. And Charles and Camilla, they just smiled at the people. But of course, he wasn't smiling all the time. There's been times when he has come out of that Westminster Abbey and saw all those protesters. I mean, look at him. He looked like he about to drop a deuce, don't he? And look at him in the back of the state Bentley. So uncomfortable. Yeah, so pensive. That's the word, pensive. And if you take a look here, you can see when they arrived, the protesters are in great numbers right there in the distance. And poor Charles, he wants to stop and see the performance outside of Westminster Abbey, but old Gladys wants nothing to do with it. You can see Kate then got to stepping, ain't she? She kicked up her hoof and started galloping down the center aisle of Westminster Abbey, wanting nothing to do with those people outside. And then, of course, here comes Kitty and Willie Leaks. You can tell William is a bit shaken by that crowd. See how he's fumbling with his coat? That is a clear indication that he is a mite nervous. I do believe he's a bit nervous. Yeah, there you go. He's kind of messing with that coat. Look at there. Look how stiff his arms are. Nervous. Nervous about the anti-monarchy protesters. And there's the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh. You can see they just standing around and talking and everything because, well, let's face it, they're not important enough. I bet you most people don't even know who that is. Most people outside of the UK know that Queen Elizabeth only had 4 kids. Well, yeah, they know that she had 4 kids. Actually, let me say that properly. Most people outside of the country only believe that Queen Elizabeth had 3 kids. They know Charles, they know the Duke of Pork, and they know Afro Annie. When you say Prince Edward, they're like, who? Prince Edward. Who? Prince Edward. Prince Edward. There's no such thing as Prince Edward. A lot of people don't even know Prince Edward exists. And again, it's the 10th of March. I cannot wait to see those videos. It's going to be fun. And again, Kate taking no chances, disguised herself as a lampshade. She disguised herself as some country cottage kitchen curtains. All of that to try to avoid those people in the crowd noticing her. Like they can sit there yelling and protesting, and then somehow once they, use that as a those curtains or that comfort or whatever as a backdrop, she just blends right in. She just blends right in. I bet she thought she was cute that day. So, not my king. Anti-monarchy protesters gather outside of Westminster Abbey on the afternoon. There you go. You can see on Good Morning America, they had acknowledged the Not My King protesters. And lastly, I think the one who got it the worst was Camilla with Not My Horse. Yeah. Out of all the people who were, walking in and out of that Westminster Abbey that day, I hate to admit it, but Camilla got the worst. She got the worst of it. And guess what, you guys? You won't believe it. You won't believe it. You know what? I'm done. Done. Thank you all very much for being here. Thank you, moderators, for keeping this a safe space. And also, thank you very much for your very thoughtful contributions, membership, like, shares, and subscribe. Oh, I wanted to share something with you. Don't go yet. Don't go. I need to do this before I forget. And I don't have it ready because guess what? Forgot. So I'm going to go to my burner account and okay, this works. I just want to make sure that I can see or share with you the same thing that you see when you come to Royal Sussex or any other channel. So yeah, let's let that do. Okay. Stay with me, please. Stay with me, please. Now, for a long time, I have been saying, oh, go to the community tab. Go to the community tab. I have to try to remember to say, go to the post. Go to the post. And here is what I'm referring to. You see that? So that is Royal Sussex as you see it. I'm on a totally different account. And if you take a look there, it says home, video, shorts, live, playlist, post. See, it used to say community at the top, but now it says post. So if I say I'm posting something to the community tab, then actually I mean post, right? And I'm going to try to remember to say post instead of community tab. I think it's much easier for people to understand when you say post. And the only reason why I noticed that is because the other day I was trying to see if there was a post from the Lady Sussex. Well, actually not yet the other day, but yesterday, because I was wondering if there was going to be a Lady Sussex yesterday. And so I went to go and check out her post and I didn't see any updated posts. And then I realized that after a while, I could not find it. That's because I was looking for community and not post. So I hope you can see it clearly. I know it's not that big, but next time I share something with you, and instead of going to the community, look for it on post. All right, that's it. I'm done. Love you guys. I will see you all tomorrow.